Last year, summer of 2025, I decided that I was going to start living my life the way I wanted to live it. And I started saying yes to everything. In fact, I started calling my summer Yes Man Summer. It got me to some crazy places. I started going back to raves. I used to be in the scene a long time ago, and then I got back into it. The first rave I went to was Foam Wonderland, where Cranked Out was playing, and it was the time of my life. And I just started going out more. I started meeting friends. I started saying yes to the things people were inviting me to, and I started saying yes to everything safely. And then I met Jade. I met her at a rave, actually. And we had talked a few times, only at rave. We would see each other every so often at a rave and talk here and there. And one day while I'm at work, I get a message from her saying, "Hey, what are you doing from August 15th through the 25th?" I'm like, "I don't know, probably working." That's like a long time to be asking someone, like, what are you doing this chunk of time, you know? I was like, what's going on? And she invited me to New York. And I said yes. That night I ran home, I packed my bags, I met her at her house, and we went to bed. I slept on the couch. I don't know why I felt like that was important. And then the next morning we left for New York. And then we got there that night and went straight into the city and went to Latin rave. And that was like the time of my life. It was fucking amazing. We got pizza, we got to see like some street performers, and we just had like a really magical first night. And then we decided to go to this campground. It's like a farm slash campground where they have a bunch of farm animals roaming the land. Sheep, goats, cows, geese, chickens, turkeys, roosters, all sorts of animals, pigs. And so we camped there for, I don't remember how long it was, maybe like 7 or 8 days, something like that. And it was amazing. We instantly fell in love with the place. Fast forward a little bit, in September we had plans to go to Lost Lands, and this is my fault. I bought the tickets through StubHub, so it didn't work out. We got all the way, we drove to Ohio to get to Lost Lands. We were going to do camping and all that, and they couldn't let us in because my tickets were messed up because I bought them through frickin' StubHub. But that led to us deciding to go to New York for a second time. We hit up the campground, asked them if we could come through for 3 days, and they were like, yeah, please, come on by. And then we had an even more magical experience. It was just, I can't even describe to you guys how magical this was. And we fell in love. So after that, we go back to Missouri. Some time passes. I eventually move in with Jade. Fast forward a little bit more, and Thanksgiving is coming around. We decided we wanted to take a little trip to Chicago. So we go to Chicago for Thanksgiving, and we get snowed in there. So we're basically stuck in the hotel almost the whole time. We did get to see the city for at least one day and got to touch the bean. Our way back from Chicago, we get a text from the farm inviting us to come back for the summer to rent one of their cabins. And we instantly are like, we have to say yes to this. So we said yes to renting out their cabin for 6 months, and that's where we're at now. We took a super awesome road trip. We took about 3 days to get up here. It's only a 16-hour drive from Missouri to New York, but we took our time getting up here and stopped in each of the states, went on a few hikes, got to see some really beautiful views, got to see the sunrise, sunset. Now we're finally here, and it's the most welcoming and beautiful place I think I've ever been to. So here's to the start of Yes Man Summer 2026. So that's my story, guys. Yeah, I think now it's time for a tour. So this is part of the property. It's like the upper level. I'll show you guys around eventually. This is where we come in. Yeah, we're in the middle of the woods out here in New York. And there's the cabin. So this is what you can see from when you're walking up. We got a sign here so people know what's up, you know. And then we got Batman in the window. So earlier today, the owners of the farm lended us the leaf blower and some rakes, so I got to blow these leaves off our path here. Got our tent over there, my toolbox. I'll show you the outside area really quick. Got a little grill right there. Here's our fire pit. Some chairs. We got a table over here. I just set these hammocks up today. I might move them. I'm not too fond of that one spot. I like that spot though. I wanted to put them there, but my cords aren't long enough. We have our own outhouse. Yep, we gotta use an outhouse, but it's not as bad as you think it is. Yeah, this is down here. I'll zoom in here. That is where we shower. So Jade's been working on this little path that she's making out of rocks that she's been finding around the yard. She's planning on making it extend out to the fire pit and over to the outhouse. Let's go inside. So this is the cabin. Got our lights up yesterday. We got our shoes right there. Come in and shut the door. So we've got all our jackets hung up here. We got a nice mini fridge. We've got all of our clothes stored up there, plus a few miscellaneous things. This is actually a futon, and it's quite big. We just bought this bouncy ball today. I'm gonna play with the animals with it. And we just hung up these tapestries today. I've got this propane stove, that's what I cook on. We've got our own sink. Hooked up to this guy, get some nice hot water in there. Got a coffee maker. Back here is where the propane tanks are. Right now it gets a little cold at night, so we'll turn that on at night and get some heat in here. Got just lots of cabinet room. We got our goods in there, goodies, plates and whatnot. These lights are some of my favorite. You guys should see how it looks at night. I'll show you eventually, but it's really cool. Lights up the window kind of purple. And then those are really pretty at night too. And then we go up the loft to see where we sleep. So this is where we sleep. We've got our tapestries hung up over there. We got a little lantern over there. Pretty cool. Just a bunch of miscellaneous things. I've got my DJ set up right there, my microphone for when I make music. And then this is one of my favorite parts of this whole cabin right here. This little window. I love it. It's pretty bright. Oh, there we go. See the trees out there? Such a cute view. And we got our lights set up. Man, it's just so cozy in here. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching. I would love it if you gave this video a like and possibly subscribe to my channel. If you are interested to watch my journey and to see how this all unfolds, I'm going to be going on a lot of adventures and just documenting everything. We're going to go on hikes, we're going to go to the city. Can't wait to get to the city. Say yes to things. You never know what life has in store for you.